Greetings and welcome to PJ's Kitchen. My name is Peter James from peterjamesx.com with the Babylon Report. I've just come back from a couple of weeks in St. Kitts, so I have a little bit of a tan. Today we are asking the question, are you in confusion? On my visit to St. Kitts, one thing was clear, and that is that confusion is hitting every area of the world. It matters not the size of the place. Well, God is not the author of confusion. 1 Corinthians 14:33, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. You know, you need to know who you are, where you are, and your goal in reality. You have to have a clarity of thought, a focus, discipline, diligence, obedience, in order that, as we have said so many times, you are an asset to the eternal God and not a liability. Do you have confusion in your environment? If you do, the confusion in your environment mirrors the state of your mind. Clean up your environment. It might be easier said than done. But just tackle it one small bit at a time. Don't let the size of the job overwhelm you. Just do a little bit every day. And if you do that, eventually the whole place will be tidy. What about confusion in your mind? Well, that is easily seen by what you say, and your face often betrays that. Protect your mind. You know, the New World Order policy is order out of chaos, or we can say out of confusion. Their concept is to create chaos or create the confusion and have the people cry out for deliverance from that chaos or confusion that they have started in the first place. They want you to, or they have brainwashed you to believe that they have the solution, and the solution which they are offering you is one that will control you and manipulate every aspect of your life. So you are conditioned to demand a course of action that has been carefully planned without your knowledge. Then they, of course, will step in and meet the demands. The end result is total control and manipulation of an enslaved population without their God-given free will. And then we are, of course, ripe for elimination. And by that I mean total destruction. Just before I went away, I completed a document called Control and Manipulation, and I will be making that available on the website almost at the same time that I make this video available. You know, if you do not conform, you will be killed. So this is the confusion that the beast power is working on. Confuse your environment, confuse your mind, have you totally confused. In James 3:16 it says, for where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. In Isaiah 41:29 it says, behold, they are all vanity, their works are nothing, their molten images are wind and confusion. Isaiah 45:16, They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. We might think that today we don't have any idols, but that is quite naive. We have probably more idols now than we have ever had before. Our modern idols promote confusion by blurring the clear distinction between right and wrong. Adultery, pornography, violence and murder are now accepted as normal. However, the end result is a direct curse on the land and its inhabitants, and even more confusion, until it reaches the point that the very earth will want to vomit us out. In Leviticus 20 and verse 22, "You shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out." You know, people are kept in fear. We are in fear of one thing or the other. We've got a video, "Be not afraid." That's what the government does. The government keeps you in fear. You know, you're going to get this disease, there's going to be this terrorist attack, and you get confused. Then you run up to the doctor and he gives you whatever medication it is to calm you down and then control you at the same time. But we need to understand the part that we are playing in this. We are not innocent victims. You know, if we go around killing people, as we do as a nation, the earth gets cursed and we get cursed. So everywhere we go and shed blood, we actually bring a curse on ourselves and the area in which we shed this. And you can see this in Genesis, you know, when Cain slew Abel. It says there in Genesis 4:11, "And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth." So that was the curse. So we now resort to pesticides and chemical fertilizers to get around the curse. And the more we get involved in all this, the more confusion reigns. Because you eventually end up not knowing what to eat. Because you may have an internet connection and you research something and they say, "Do this," and then you can find somebody else immediately, another authority, saying, "Don't do this, do this." And so the internet can be a source of great confusion. And confusion leads to frustration.